one of the most recognized songs. This sax is one of the most popular sax that you'll ever hear on rumba Congolese and rumba music. And it's a song that was released in 1970, just after Verkys had left OK Jazz. You know that, of course, Verkys had been with OK Jazz. He had become a very strong member there, even became a right-hand man to Franco Luambo Makedi. But there was a time when Franco had gone to cut deals in Europe. When he came back, he found that Verkys had led other members in doing zonzing. So zonzing are songs that are done outside a particular band that somebody usually operates from. So that really annoyed Franco Luambo Makedi. It was no longer tenable for Verkys to continue working in TP OK Jazz, because they had just also rebranded the name from OK Jazz to TP OK Jazz. And therefore Verkys moved on to form L'Orchestre Veve. Now initially he would have imagined that he would have gone with Yulu Mabiala and Vicky Longomba, among others, but they remained behind with Franco Luambo Makedi. And so as a result, Verkys had to look elsewhere. So he recruited vocalists that were equally very good, talking about Bogart Shekabu, commonly called Sakul. There was, of course, Marcel Loco Masingo and Mario Matadidi Mabele. We like to call him Bwana Kitoko. So these are the people that he began with. And of course, Roxy Shimpaka was doing solo guitar. Pierre Monongi Mopia was doing guitar accompaniment, and Jim was doing bass guitar. Then of course Verkys Kiamuangana himself did the saxophone. So this band, of course, became an instant hit, especially because of the fact that Verkys himself was an established sax player, and as well he was a very good composer. Verkys could play a number of instruments. He could play guitar, could play saxophone, among others. So he was that complete kind of an artist. But now he released this song Bankoko Baboyi, which means that ancestors have refused to dispel rumors that had been doing round that either Verkys had died or his band had died, because they had said that Vévé away. So he came back and released this song. And in the messaging, he just says that he came back. He had gone abroad in Europe, of course, for work-related assignments. But when he came back, he had so many rumors here and there. So he used this song to dispel those rumors, and it worked wonders, because the song was so well produced. And so it's the song that I want to translate on this video. The song is Bankoko Baboyi, a composition of Verkys Kiamuangana Matata Wazo Lambongo La PDG. He had so many names actually, because apart from just being a musician, he was also a businessman in the music industry. Nakei na poto nasali mosala sima nazongi mboka. That I went to Europe to do my job. Of course, he was a musician, so I think he had gone to record his songs, or just to do, it was a music-related tour. So he came back home. Nazongi mboka. Nazongi nde Kinshasa natuni sango baebisi nyoso. So I came back to Kinshasa and I asked for news from Kinshasa, and they told me everything that I needed to know, of course. Nakei Matadi nakomi kozonga yenda aboyi ngai. And so I went to Matadi, and I was coming back, but I was late. I did not find the boat, so I found that the boat had left. And actually, you know that Matadi is a port town. So nasali nyosodi mboka etonda bondoki nazuili kama. You know, I tried everything that I could, but you know what? This country is full of witchcraft and sorcery. Nazuili kama. So I got a calamity. So likama is a calamity sort of. So actually I got a calamity. Then he says, nakoti ine basalisinga inzoto pasi ya mokilingai mawa. So I therefore got into an inn. So an inn is more of a restaurant, of course, for that can also serve as lodging facility, if you will. So he was assisted to rest, but he was saying pasi ya mokili, but that this world is painful. This world is just so difficult. Sangwe panzani balobi Vévé away, enemy basali feti. And so news had spread all over the place. They were saying that Vévé had died, and so enemies were actually celebrating, were having a fit. So in this case, you know, you look at it in two ways. Were they celebrating that Vévé, the band, had died, or were they celebrating that the news had spread that Verkys had died? Because, you know, Vévé became synonymous with Verkys. If you said Verkys or if you said Vévé at one time, it almost meant the same thing. Eloko mokili mawate eloko na moneli pasi yango bati miso. And this world is not pitiful. This is a tough world, because the things that I sweated for, the thing that I found so much pain to get, for them, they're just looking at them. Banko bati miso. It's like they wanted to get things that are done without necessarily breaking their own sweat. Eyompe mopaya tokowela nini chance nangaya bakoko. You know, you are just a visitor, you're just a sojourner the way I am. But you see, the chance that I have, I was given by my forefathers. It is something that I inherited. So I inherited my talent. So why are we fighting? Why are we fighting? Why do we want to destroy one another? And yet this is my God-given talent. So that is what, of course, Verkys was asking, that you and I are both, you know, sojourners here. We've come for work. It's my luck that I got this from, I inherited this from my forefathers. I was trying to come back, but I did not find the boat. Mokili mawate eloko na moneli pasi. This is a ruthless world. Things that I went through trouble to find or to do, yango bati miso, they are now looking at them. So it's like they want to take things that he had actually succeeded in doing. Yompe mopaya toko wela nini chance nangaya bakoko. You know, you are just a visitor. You are just a sojourner. Toko wela nini chance nazwa na bakoko, that, you know, I inherited this from my forefathers. You know, it is a talent that I received from my forefathers. Why are we fighting? Then, of course, the song transitions into the second part. Liwananga bakoko baboyi. My death has been rejected by my ancestors. Nakokufa soki tata asinye. I'll only die if my father signs, accepts that I die. And in this case, of course, my father, he means if only if God accepts that he dies. Likunya ya nini yonde mopaya. Why do you have this bad heart? Why do you have this kind of jealousy? You are just a visitor, just a sojourner. Opikaka otumoli mozindo oo. You know, kopika is to get hold on to. So he's saying that you are holding on to it. But he also says otumoli mozindo. But you have also tried out on something that is deeper than you can, on something that is far-reaching than you can. So mozindo is actually depth. So you have attempted something that is well beyond you. Siksenanga mama atikelanga. This success of mine was left to me by my mother. I inherited this from my mother, this success that I have. Otikangai nasala lavi. So leave me alone. Let me pursue my own life. Let me follow my own life. Botikangai nazali somi. So leave me alone because I am peaceful. I am tranquil. Yompe mopaya tokowela nini. You are just a visitor. You are just a sojourner. Why are we fighting? Botikangai na bokolobana. You should leave me alone to take care of my family, my children, to raise my children. Kumaliwanza, then of course it says Kumaliwanza. So Kuma is to raise or to honor, and I think Liwanza is a place or something. So I think he's saying that let us you know, praise this Liwanza, whether it is somebody or a place. Then that is Verkys Kiamuangana with the sax. This song. What a seven. Kumaliwanza. Ah. Liwananga Bankoko baboyi, my death has been rejected by my ancestors. My ancestors have refused that I die. Nakokufa soki tata asinye. I'll only die if my father signs, if my father accepts, and of course that father is God. Likunya ya nini yonde mopaya. Why do you have this bad heart? Why do you have this kind of jealousy? You are just a visitor, just a sojourner. Opikaka otumoli mozindo. You are holding on to it, but just know that you have attempted a depth that you cannot achieve. Have you subscribed yet to my channel? Kindly do so. Leave a comment, share, and make a request for a song that you like me to translate.